Where are you from?
India.
Kenyan.
Just outside London.
Mexico.
Jamaica.
Sri Lanka.
Bangladesh.
Pakistan.
Philippines.
Kansas City, Missouri.
What's it like dating as an immigrant in Canada?
It's been weird. The dating scene here I'm not too fond of.
In what ways?
There's like a huge hookup culture. I mean, I've still met nice people, and I think I like going on dates because like I get to explore the city.
It's fast paced. You gotta know what you want early, and no one has time to hold your hand, so to speak. It's a lot of trial and error. Don't be surprised if people ghost you. If you were gonna just say, I was into you one day and then not into you the next, just gotta roll with it. But keep confident. That's really what you need.
The boys here, they're really friendly. They're so nice. But sometimes they don't really get like the hints. And you're like, do you want to do anything? Yeah. Like, I'm not really a planner, so I'll think about it. And I'm like, do you want to go for a walk? They all just seem to want to text, which was exactly the same in the UK. And I'm such a bad texter.
Toronto, the girls are a little bit standoffish. But it doesn't really affect me because Jamaicans are, you're used to getting turned down. And so when you get turned down, you keep going and you say it's their loss, not yours.
Rejection is not a problem.
No, you just carry on.
In Canada, people are concentrated in their circles. Like they don't date out of their own, like ethnicities that much.
I came to Canada single, and I'm sitting in Canada still single. I've dabbled in the apps, particularly Hinge, and I find them heinous.
How come?
The feeling that I'm competing just for somebody's attention feels very inauthentic.
Dating in here is quite slow. They tend to get to know you more, kind of like get stuck in this situationship. But for me, I think I've learned if you want something, you just had to say it. Because the worst answer and the best answer they can tell you is a no. And it redirects you into something better.
You could date whoever you like. My family is open-minded, so I'm not just stuck to my own culture, because some culture, you have to date your own, kind, yeah.
Talking about my experience, it is not very good, It's very difficult because you come with a different culture and then to adapt to other cultures. I think it's very hard. I'm still looking, but it's okay.
And what are some ways you've been getting dates?
I have honestly, most of them have been through dating apps, but never on the street, thank God. That would have been weird.
You don't like that?
I don't know, maybe not.
And I don't want to have to try to force myself or make myself seem so interesting or a certain way just for somebody to message me. Yeah, it's been a journey, frustrating and devastating at times, but I feel like I've learned a lot about myself.
Meeting men is easy. You could meet them anywhere. And people that I encounter was really friendly. But I just don't know, because maybe I'm approachable.
Have you faced any challenge in the dating scene after coming here?
It's just a one-time thing for most of them. They never follow up. I feel like it's just so easy for people to find. It's just so easy to find an option. People are going to comment who broke her heart on your videos.
No one broke her heart, guys.
No.
The biggest challenge, I'd think, is cost. Because if you're taking a girl out, generally you're going to pay. And if you're doing it often enough, it gets really expensive. Yeah. So I'd say cost is a big thing. And what else is a challenge? I actually met my wife on Tinder, which is interesting because I wasn't looking for a wife at that time. I was looking to hang out. Yeah. And it turned into that. But, when I was on Tinder, I was just swiping, going out, paying. Got pretty expensive.
Actually organizing something, because people around here are very relaxed. And obviously this is not a bad thing, but I'm very I like to plan everything. So I'm okay, I'm free this time, because I'm a busy gal. So if I make the effort, that means I obviously really quite like you and want to get to know you. And I'm a more in-person person. So I'd say the challenge is actually finding a time and a place.
From my experience, men here are surface level. Nothing got into serious talks at all. So most of my dates didn't really work out that well.
Not knowing if people are serious. Sometimes you'll meet folks and they're really into you the first date, and all of a sudden the second or third, it just falls apart. You know, people are meeting others as you're meeting them, so like texting and so forth, and then after you get ghosted. Also, sometimes you ghost them. It's a little bit of both. Yeah.
I feel like you do most of the ghosting, huh?
I've been known to ghost. Yes. That is true.
I think the biggest challenge in the dating scene here, because like everyone is in the push and pull game. They like it, and I don't know why. So, but then I'm done with those things, so I don't really do that anymore.
If you could change one thing about the Canadian dating scene, what would it be?
Okay, that's a tough one. I would change nothing because, you know, like Canada is diverse. It's just that one thing that I would see is that people should try to explore out of their cultures as well to get, you know, like better understanding of, you know, like what's out there.
Yeah, that's actually an amazing answer, and a lot of other people think that way as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, like you would see, you know, like everybody coming from different countries, they would try to hang out with their own people, which is, you know, like most people's comfort level as well. Like, for example, just right now, you saw a brown guy, you thought, you know, like, yeah, that's my comfort level. I can ask him, he'd say yes for the interview. So, you know, it's the comfort level thing as well, but you know, like I would say people should get out of their comfort zone to, you know, like explore more.
Don't lead the other person on.
I feel like there's a lot of superficiality. Like people are kind of like, is this guy into me? Or is this girl into me? And like everyone's trying to play it cool. Yeah, I've walked up to girls and just said, hey, I think you're cute. And they're like, no one said that to me in like the last 2 months. And being more authentic, I think, is the challenge people have.
Where I'm from in Jamaica, it's much more relaxed and people are much more open to getting approached. Like you could approach a girl anywhere and it'll be fine, even if you're not trying to hook up.
Just meeting someone new.
Yeah, meeting someone new is a lot easier. Here, it's a little bit more challenging, but if you put yourself out there, eventually something will happen.
A lot of people don't want to get rejected. So a lot of people are putting up veneers and walls and barriers to kind of say, I'd rather look cool and not get asked out, and then after keep my ego in check. Like on the dance floor, one side girls, one side guys, and no one wants to talk. But
fear of rejection, that's the worst thing.
Pull out your phone and just say, pretend like you're looking at something. And
I know the reactions were quite mixed, so here's some advice to help us in the dating scene here. What advice would you give to someone who's looking for love in Canada?
Everyone here, if you meet them in person, they're so friendly. So I would say just go for it. As in, like, if you see someone, just be like, oh, hey, like, what's your name? How are you? Just like be really friendly because everyone seems to react really well.
There's a lot more women than men, actually. So if you're a dude, you know, don't give up. And if you're a girl, give the guys a chance.
I want to say there are hopes out there, but I haven't found anything yet. So we'll get through this together, guys.
I'm going to tell you, don't be afraid to just go out there and meet people. If you don't, then you'll always wonder. And regret is far worse than getting rejected. The mark of a man is the test of courage. So
that's beautiful, man. How do you meet people?
I have like a social club. I do sports, volleyball. I have a hiking club as well. Sometimes you can go out to the park and just say hello. Yeah, hey, I like your shoes. We're all social creatures. Just getting out there and breaking the ice. That's the biggest advice.
Shout out to all my guests for being a part of this fun video. If you're watching to the end, I want to thank you for being a part of the Kaizabi Show, where we explore an outsider's journey in new cultures. If you vibe with the mission on my channel, then consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.